family. God bless you in Jesus' mighty name. Welcome back to my channel. My name is MJ. We'll talk all things autism. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope you had a fantastic weekend and that the week has started off even better for you. I know the days are going by fast. I know this is already the third week in January. That's correct, the third week in January, and things are just moving along. But I hope all the kids are doing great on your end and everybody continues to be well, because I know there's a lot of cold and runny nose and all that going on, but I hope everything is going well for you and your family. So today I wanted to talk about the importance of daily routines. That's a topic we haven't covered yet. And the reason this came up was as we are starting out the year, it's so important to set good routines, especially for our own kiddos, because I think once they know what is to come, you prepare them, they expect it, and we follow through. So there was a fantastic website that I found that's called getgoalie.com, and I will link that description in the box below just so you can check it out. It's really, really good. So it kind of gives us like 4 steps on how to approach this. So one, it tells us to create. One, of course, we have to create this routine, this schedule, this path that we're going to follow. At least thankfully it's the beginning of the year, so hopefully we can kind of start this and see how it progresses into the middle of the year, into the end of the year. Then it tells us that we must alert. That's importance of timer. I love timers because I think once it goes up, it just serves like a ding in their minds to be reminded that, oh, wait a second, something is about to end. Another activity is going to transition into beginning. So that's the second thing. So create an alert. And the third one is like, during the process of going through the activity or whatever it may be that you may be engaged in with the family or the child, it's important to say, oh, I see you're doing a great job. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for, especially when they're brushing their teeth or taking a shower, or even if it's time for, quiet time before bed. It's so good to, set that alert, such as the timer, give them the countdown when that time reaches, and then eventually just reminding them, wow, I see you doing such a good job, just that encouraging that everyone needs. And then lastly, maintain. So the importance is that as we have created this routine, we need to kind of maintain it and stick to it. As things may kind of go off, and we know that we don't live in a perfect world, but at times, I think especially with our kids, that little reminder like, oh, there might be a change in the routine or change in the schedule, just that kind of suggestion or just a kind of hint like, oh, by the way, this has been changed, I think it goes a long way. So like I said, I will link this website at underneath the description box, and in the website it has like a time and a task, like it has, because the important thing that is so important lastly is just to progress, like monitor it after you've created these 4 things, and through the progress you know what works, what doesn't work, if you need to change a time for something, if this works better for your family. So on the website it has like 7 a.m. wake up, 7:15 brush teeth, 7:20 get dressed, 8 o'clock eat breakfast, all the way down to 7:45 p.m. to brush teeth again, and then go to bed at 8. So I think it's so good. Most of the time they always encourage us to have it somewhere that's visible for the kids to see, just like the way they'll have like their school schedule. And I remember back in the day, the one-on-one that used to have Jayson, she'll put his schedule around her neck as a way for a reminder, and then she'll pop up the picture to show him that, oh, by the way, don't forget next is library or next is ELA. So most of them like to see. So for us at home, it'd be good to create, whether it's a board somehow, and then just be like, oh, this is what we're doing. And then also kind of get them to be mindful of what's going on, learning about time also, and the managing of that time. So I thought as the year has just begun, this would be a very good topic to cover. So that routine is very important, and manage, as I said, watch that progress of the activity and see if any adjustments need to be made and make it accordingly, and then see if it works for you, then it works well. So and that was just my topic for today. And in ASBC, which is our autism, let me make sure that I get this correctly because I don't want to mess it up, Autism Society of Baltimore and Chesapeake. Remember, they have them in quite other states, so it's not just here in Baltimore region. They have great, and I'll link this also in the bottom in description, about great things for autistic adults. And then of course, great programs that also hire autistic individuals. So adults. This is wonderful. I will link that at the bottom just so you can check it out and see. In other states as well, they have, I'm sure, something like that, because the goal is that as we make our children become responsible, independent adults, they need to go out to the workforce, right? So there are great programs that will actually sponsor them to work where there's no grocery store, and they'll have someone kind of go with them and encourage them and be with them and guide them if in case something goes wrong. So I'll link that, as I said, at the description box also. But for Baltimore folks, they're having an event January 2nd, which is a free event from 11 to 2 at Zoe's Desserts on Charles Street. I think that'd be great for adults to gather. And I think the more time they spend with others, they communicate, they understand each other, they speak the same language and things like that. So that is what I have for you, family, for this Wednesday. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week and have a fantastic leading on to Friday, and get some time to rest when you can in between. Till Friday's video, remember Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Amen. See you guys on Friday. Have a great rest of your week. Bye. God bless you all.